What's up, YouTube? It's your main man, Mr. Unstoppable, back with another video. Y'all see the thumbnail, man. And yeah, I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore, man. And what I mean by that is I'm learning to not care about other people's opinion about what I'm doing with my life or just like what I'm doing in general, man. So quite recently, I've been putting myself out on the internet a lot more, Facebook, doing things on YouTube, stuff like that, because I've been having this very, very passionate and burning desire to just kind of contribute more. You know what I'm saying? Be of more service, put myself out there more, and just be an inspiration. Be the superhero that I am, Mr. Unstoppable. And what I've been noticing is I put myself in a lot of different spaces on Facebook, a lot of different groups, communities, stuff like that, that align with, my interests, who I am, what I like to do, fitness, inspiration, stuff like that. And what I've been noticing is I've been getting a lot of positive feedback, man. A lot of positive feedback. I've been getting a lot more eyeballs on me, a lot more people paying attention to the things that I'm doing, the things that I'm saying. And that's a blessing. And I've also noticed, but with the love comes the hate too as well. But I won't really say hatred, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't really view it in that type of manner. I feel like people who have anything negative to say about something positive that you're doing, it's just a reflection on them and not on you. So, but what I realized when I first started getting this type of feedback, right? Yeah, I did feel some type of way about it. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm still human at the end of the day, and I just be thinking to myself, like, how can people really just say these absurd things and like really just, come at you in this negative type of manner when everything that I'm saying and speaking out about is meant to help or inspire somebody else to create some type of positive change, some type of positive transformation. So when I say I don't give up no more, man, I'm so over it because like now I'm in a space where I know that the more that I put myself out there, and this is with anything, you always notice that people who are successful, they always talk about that. You always gonna get a lot of love because you putting yourself out there and people are paying more attention to you. But there's also gonna always be the people out there who see what you're doing and see the positivity and seeing how people reacting to what it is that you're doing and showing you love, and they don't like it, because it makes them understand their own inadequacies. You know what I mean? That's really all somebody that is trying to tear somebody else down for trying to do something positive, and uplift the community, uplift people, and just share their personal, just like I'm sharing my personal like self with y'all and being authentic. And I love that, man. I love that, the fact that I'm able to do that. And I'm understanding now more and more that it's gonna be trolls, man. There's gonna be people up under my comments talking about stuff that, just really just, spewing that toxicity. And that's what they there for. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a job, everything has a purpose. You know what I'm saying? The positive got a purpose, just like the negative got a purpose too as well. But it's balance, man. It's like the yin and the yang. It's like you can't have the sun without having, you can't have light without having darkness. But what I'm realizing is I got to be able to embrace both. The more people that pay attention to what I'm doing, whether it's in a positive or a negative way, it's gonna bring more people, bring more attention to it. You know what I'm saying? But what I realize is I don't entertain it no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here going back and forth. I'm not finna be in the comments going back and forth with somebody. That's just not who I am. And it's just buffoonery, man. Like I let the clowns have the circus. So if you watching this video, you got something negative to say, you got it. You got it. I don't care what you got to say. You feel me? Because I'm not making it for the purpose of me to be going back and forth online. The purpose of what I do is because I know that what I have to share and is inspiring to people because I see all the positivity that comes with it. So I don't care no more, and it's a good place to be at. And I want to inspire y'all to do the same thing. When you putting yourself out there, or maybe you are in a position where you feel like you don't want to do that because that's gonna come, and I'm not telling you that it's not. If you continue to do that, of course it's gonna happen, from my personal experience. But what I can tell you is you need to get to the point where you don't give up no more either, because that's a very freeing thing. How many times have you been in your life where you have allowed the perception of somebody else to stop you from doing what it is that you want to do, or making the impact that you could make on somebody else's life, because you're afraid of what somebody else gonna think. You know, and who cares? How unstoppable can I be if I'm not living up to my full potential because of how I think somebody else is going to view what I do or what I say, or the content that I post, or me just being myself. But I have to be able to put myself completely out there to be judged, you know what I'm saying, and be authentic, because that's what it's about. How else will people get to know you? You know, how else will I be of service to other people if I'm not allowing myself to put myself out there totally, completely, you know, because that's what true strength is. It's not hiding, you know, from people. It's not keeping things to yourself because you're afraid of how somebody's gonna view you. You have to be able to be vulnerable, and that's not, people think that's a weakness, but actually it's quite the opposite. Me knowing that I can put something out today, right now, and somebody go up under my comments and say whatever it is that they want to say, but that's cool because you got the freedom of speech. You can do what you want. You can say what you want. That doesn't mean I gotta entertain it. And plus, you know, what they always say, you know, wise men don't argue with fools, because somebody viewing it can't judge who's who. You know, if you're a fool, if you're a person arguing with a fool, then you become a fool too as well. Because there's another quote that says, "Don't argue with stupid people because they will drag you down to their level and beat you with experience." You feel me? And that always stuck with me, and I love that quote. So this video, I wanted to express that and let y'all know too, man. Like, don't be afraid. Don't care about what people think, man. Who cares? Who cares what they think, man? If they a loser, let them be a loser. Enjoy the comments. It's banter. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fodder. That's how I'm gonna look at it. So anybody who comes up under anything that I do and got anything negative to say, man, I'm embracing that, because that means that I'm standing on business, and that means I'm putting myself out there in order for me to be judged. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying, can nobody really judge me except for the Almighty, you know? So I ain't really tripping on that, and I'm unstoppable. So why would I let somebody stop me, especially some clown? You feel me? So I don't care. And y'all need to release that too as well, because there's a lot that you could be sharing with other people, but you're scared to get on camera. You're scared to talk. You're scared to put yourself out there because of how somebody might perceive you. But that ain't got nothing to do with you, you know? So if that's your purpose, if you want to serve people, if you want to get on camera, you want to make videos, you want to reach out to people, you know, put yourself out there and don't care about what people say, because the love is always going to outweigh the hate. Always, every single time. So do you, and don't give up, you know what I'm saying, what people got to say, because I don't. I love it. I smile at it. I embrace it now. So that's today's video, man. Y'all stay blessed, man. And as always, stay unstoppable. Peace.